Welcome back to Archicad in minutes. In our previous lesson, we look how to make use of the grid tool. So in today's lesson, we will look at how to place our object tool and then make it look more realistic. So let's dive in. As you can see here, we already placed our furnitures based on our two-bedroom model. So basically, you have for the living room the sofas and then the center table, and then you have the dining table at the dining, and then in kitchen you have the cooling and the washing, and then the work tables, and then you have your cooker. In your bedroom, basically you have your wardrobe and your bed. In toilets, we have the shower area, the washing basin, and then the toilet seat. So let's look at how to place. So by default, when we come to bed, you come down to object tool here, your toolbox, and then you come down to objects. So in objects, it's been arranged this way. Under object library, we have the basic library, visualization, add-on libraries. So in basic libraries, we have the furnishing, windows, building structures, special construction, mechanical, 2D element, and under the furnishing, that's where we have some of these folders. If I'm dealing with living room, for example, I'm going down to couches, click the type of sofa that I want. My favorite, I basically use this one or this. If I'm clicking on this, then do you want a backrest or you don't want, do you want armrest? And then you click on them, and then is it 2 seat? You can convert this one to 3 seat, but knowing that you have to increase the dimension of this. So by default, Archicad objects are realistic and almost available in the market based on their size. So unless you want a customized size, that's when you need to adjust this. And then this one, we leave it at 100 because that's we factor our screeding and then our tiling. So it's going to be 100 for places like living room areas, toilets. But when it comes to kitchen, all those cabinet, you need to make it 200 because in fact, if you make it 100, it is going to be still embedded into your tile screening bed. So and these ones, do you want to see it on home story only, or do you want to see it on other floors? So you click on this, and then classification and properties. Basically, you know that structural function, these are non-load bearings by structural function. And then this one from here, you can either navigate it to how you want to place it, or you can do that one on your floor plan. Then we can come down to this. How do you want the legs to look like? So this one are more detailed need or choice of how you want it to look like at the end of the day. Once you click, you press OK, and then for example, I click it here. So in this case, I can control how I want my seat to be. Do I want it to be against the wall, or do I need to give it 100? So you have to put it so that it looks more realistic, and then the arrangement is going to be realistic. So in this case, we have this. These are the kind of sofas we use for the living room. For the dining, that's what we call furniture layout. Instead of me to be assembling it one by one, so I use furniture layout, and then I come down to this. I take this one off. I take it off because I don't want it, so I took it off. And then this one I change this from by chair and distance to by total space per chair. Then I add this one to 3. So and then this dimension I preset, and then I click OK. So I have this arrangement. So if I want more of this, I come down to this and make it to be 4, and watch as I have it. But in this case, because of the family size, 6 is okay. So for the toilet, I have this kind of toilet. That is the basic toilet that we do have. If I want, I can change this toilet now to a wall hang. I click on this, and then I want to see it in 2D, I want to see it in 3D. That is the box. So once I click this one, I click OK, and then this one now I have it as a concealed WC. So coming down to bed 2, you can have bed in a layout. How do you want the base? I prefer this type because I don't want insect to crawl under the bed. So I prefer that one. And then for the frame, I want it to be completely framed because of insects. Do I want to see pillow? Yes, I need pillow. And then this one, you control the bed head. Do you want it to be too high or too low, or do you want it to be at 0? So you can control it with this. This is the front, the edge of the bed, while this one is the bed head. So you control it and then you visualize it in 3D. So this one, it comes with pillow in 3D. So coming down to wardrobe, the depth of our wardrobe is 500. While this one, because we want to extend this one up to this extreme, that's why we have 1213. In this case, this one we have 1200. So if you want to show hangers in 2D, you click on this and then it show you hanger. If you don't want hangers, you take it off. And then this door, if you want it with mirror or without mirror, so I prefer it without mirror. And then the base, I want it to be like this. And then how do I want the shape? Do I want it straight like this, or do I want it to be at an angle or diamond shape at the end? So opening, do I want a sliding door? Do I want it a door? Do I want it to open? So you can give that, is it combined hanger or combined? So, and then the number of shelves, you can modify it the way you want it. This one we discuss about conceal on this. And then this one, we have our shower platform. You can visualize it in 3D to see how it may look like at the end of the day. So we have this for our shower tray, and then we have our shower mixer, which is, if you look at it, is under plumbing fixtures, under mechanical and under plumbing fixtures. We have this one, and you can scroll. You have different options to walk around. This one is for our wash and basin. I use with pedestal. You can make it even a conduit suspended WC at the end of the day. So let's come down to kitchen. In kitchen, we have the fridge, which is this, and then you have the refrigerator. So the size, and then this one we have a standing cabinet. Inside the standing cabinet, you can come down here and add as many as you want. I can make it 4, and then I will add for my microwave, for my oven, so I can make it there, and then I will customize the opening. How do I want the opening to be? Is it slide? Is it single door? Is it open? So I control it from here. And then this one, I have to unclick these uniform functions so that whatever I'm doing is going to be independent of the other. So this one is sink. So when you come down to sink, you scroll down. From here, you can click sink and then come and change this sink to double. So by default, it's under 450. So if you are making it to double now, you change it to 900 millimeter so that it will factor the double. So, and then you can add tab at the end of the day. You can add tab to the preferred design that you want. We have it. And then this one, you can reduce it as you want it. This one is an this is a corner cabinet, this is a L-shaped cabinet. So you choose what you want and then how you want it. So this one is our gas cooker, and our gas cooker, I prefer to use 90 cm for the gas cooker so that I can have 5 burner. So once you click use same cabinet, in this case now we are not using sink, so we are using cooker, and then the cooker, you come down and then you check which of the cooker you want at the end of the day, and then you have it as okay. So basically this is how you place your objects in Archicad, and then these are the small things that you customize and then to make it look unique and beautiful. So if you have any problem Don't forget to drop in the comment section so that we'll look at it. Thank you and see you in our next lesson.